you're welcome. If you can hear me clearly, I need you guys to type in the comment section so that I know you can hear me clearly. Can you hear me? I'll take your questions one after the other. Just I need you guys to hold on a bit. I need to understand that you can hear me first so that we can move on from there. Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly? All right. Well, we all had an announcement by Nicholas about the launch of the Pi network, which is coming up in 2024. Which means that we must have the launch happen in 2024. But my question is, or what we're going to attend to today is to know if we are prepared for the launch. All right. We would like to know if we are prepared for the launch. A lot of us have questions in our mind. A lot of us have questions that we need answers. Bothering everybody is when exactly is the open mainnet going to launch? That's one question that has been bothering everybody. Now, this session, this live stream is going to deal with questions from everybody. So if you have questions for me to answer, simply just put the questions in the comment section and I will attend to those questions. Okay? Let's put them in the comment section and I will attend to those questions. Now, when you look at your screen, okay, Mike Anko says he's prepared. Mike Anko says he's prepared. Yes, I know you're prepared. Preparation goes a long way, right? Apart from taking care of your checklist, you also need to know that the Pi network is not all about having the Pi and trying to sell to somebody else. You need to understand that it goes beyond that. So that's why I keep asking the question, are you prepared for it? Okay? If you're prepared, you would know. What happens if when the mainnet launches and you have 800 Pi that's been migrated to your wallet? What are you going to do with it? At what price are you going to sell? At what price is the open mainnet going to launch the Pi network coin? When do you get into position to sell the Pi coin? Or better still, when do you get into position to trade your Pi coin? I've always been an advocate of not selling, but instead I've been an advocate of actually trading your Pi coin. So that is why I asked the question, are you prepared for that? Okay, are you prepared to have that knowledge on how you can actually trade your Pi coin so that you can make more money and at the same time have some Pi coin with you? We're going to experience a little bit of difference once the mainnet launches. A little bit of difference, and what I mean is it is not going to be your traditional way of handling cryptocurrency or your traditional way of just seeing anybody who is interested in buying the Pi coin from you and then you sell. For me, I would advise if you do that, you've just cut yourself short. I think a lot of you also probably have noticed that creating a new wallet has become a problem. So many people cannot create new wallets. People who have lost their passphrase, people who have decided to come back onto the network can no longer create passphrase. Can no longer create a wallet. So what's the reason for this? All this we're going to tackle. All this we're going to find out how we can resolve them. Then eventually we're going to talk about what sort of price are we looking at for the Pi network to launch. To be honest with you, that question has come up from different people. That question has been on the lips of so many people, and people don't know exactly how to go about the answer. Okay. Another major thing that has been disturbing a lot of people, that has been hindering people from going forward, is the KYC. I got a question one time asking me, if I don't do my KYC now, when the Pi network eventually launches, will I be part of those that are going to enjoy? Will I be part of those that are going to take advantage of the launch? The KYC is a hindrance to a whole lot of people who eventually lose their coin and will not be able to migrate to open mainnet. I need you guys to think about this. I need you guys to understand this. If there is a whole lot of Picoin in circulation, it will reduce the value of the coin. So what does that mean? That simply means that by structure, just listen carefully, that simply means that by structure, people are going to lose their Pi. By design, people are going to lose their Pi. They're going to lose their Pi simply because, one, some people neglected the app without mining. Some other people are not consistent in mining. Some people have lost their passphrase, so they can't get onto the network again. We can have so many people right now. The whole idea is we have about 60 million people or more that have actually, that is actually mining on the mainnet. But if you look at it critically, 60 million people holding a single coin means there are 60 million coins out there. So 60 million people holding 100 coins is a whole lot. If you have so much of that in circulation, it will further reduce the price or the value of the coin. So it has been created from onset a system to reduce the number of people holding the coin and the number of coins in circulation. So what does this mean? Those of you who already are on the mainnet, those of you who are already mining without any hitch or problem, are the lucky ones. You're going to continue your mining, you're going to continue getting benefits from being on the network. Despite the fact that the mining rate would have reduced, as you can see, the mining rate would have reduced. If you look at the screen right here, you see that despite the fact that I have 51 people who are mining, the rate is 0.11. In a couple of days, this mining rate is going to reduce. This structure is in place so that it could create some sort of a way of, it could create a way of, reducing the number of coin in circulation, thereby creating scarcity. And when you create scarcity, what do? You create value. Once you create value, the price goes up. Okay? So there'll come a time when it will be very difficult for a single person, to be very difficult for someone to actually mine one coin successfully in a week. To come to a time when to mine a single Pi coin, it might take you a month or 2 months. So I'll suggest you guys that are already on the system, be careful, stay away from scammers. Don't try to sell your Pi coin quickly so they can make money quickly, because the future is actually where you make the money. So there's a whole lot of questions popping in. If you have questions, just keep putting them in. I just want to do a little bit of introduction to why we're here and what we're going to expect in this live stream. I'm going to try and tackle or respond to everybody's question. So if you have more, just keep dropping them. Rahul Chada, you have a question. You said the 6-month KYC period indicates that the Pi network team aims to complete the KYC process for all users within the next 6 months. Does this mean Mainnet will launch after at least 6 months? Yes and no. The thing is that the whole idea is not to get everybody to KYC. The whole idea is to get 15 million people to KYC. There's a difference. We have 60 million people holding the coin, but we only need 15 million. just think about it very carefully, because in my introduction, I already said it. That is not everybody that is called that will join the ship. Do you understand? So they need just 15 million people to be properly KYC'd. 15 million people should be properly identified. And if you look at the whole thing again, you find out that they just need 10 million wallets to be migrated. So once this migration is done, once the KYCs are complete, then the open mainnet will happen. And this can happen within or before 6 months. So it's not necessary that it's going to be the 6 months. All right. If we achieve, we're already at 12.8 or something. So if we achieve 15 million in the next 1 month, then the mainnet will launch. That's the answer to your question. The mainnet will launch. It doesn't have to be 6 months. We just give a 6 months grace for us to get there. For us to just get there, you understand? There's something called Lockup in my case. I will explain what Lockup is later. Okay, so we are going on. Let me see the next question. The next question is from Charlie. Charlie the sad man. Charlie says it will never launch because they are getting millions videos. It's just a lie. Oh, okay, Charlie, that's personal opinion. All right. A lot of shit coins have come about. A lot of pay coins have also come around, which people did not think it will eventually launch. And today, those shit coins, those coins have made millionaires. All right. So if you don't believe in the project, I suggest there's no point you taking your time to mine. If you don't believe in the project, really, there's no point you following by a network or following the process. Just log out. It's not a deal fair. Nobody is forcing you into mining, and nobody's forcing you into staying with the project. So if you don't like it, if you don't believe in it, if you think it's a joke, if you think there's something else that's wrong with it, you are much welcome to just log out. All right. So think about it, and I want you guys to think about this seriously, because the more the months are coming, the more we keep going, we find out that the mining rates are reducing. This will keep adding value, and in just a moment I'm going to show you the current value or the current price that's going on some of the exchanges that is offering it as IOU. Okay, now I want to put out the disclaimer there. The IOU coins are not fake coins, neither are they the actual Pi coin. All right, I don't want to use the word fake because they are not actually fake. What the IOU means is you register on the reputable company, reputable exchange. And let's say if you're offering this, you can buy them, trade it, but we don't have the Pi coin to give to you. So when the Pi coin launches, the amount of coin that you have purchased with your USDT, we're going to give you equivalent of that. And that will match up with the amount or the volume that you have traded. So it's not really fake, it's not available on the exchange. So that simply means the exchange that have listed for IOU do not have liquidity for it. I hope that is clear. I have another question here from Sebwato. Sebwato Ronald says, I want to create my new wallet. Okay, Sebwato, I need to understand if you are a new member, or if you already have issues or problems and you want to create a new wallet. I need to understand that. Okay, creating a new wallet is simple. If you go to your Pi browser and you click on wallet, you see underneath just where it says create a new wallet. It's as easy as that. All right, it's as easy as that. I need us to refrain from using some few words. Some people are coming on here to put up some nasty words. All right. Yes, I am married. Somebody's asking if I'm married. Yes, I'm married. Happily married. If you kiss me. Happily married. Very happily married. All right, so let's move on. For now, the questions are coming in, but for now, this is the thing. A lot of people have tried to create new wallets. A lot of people are looking for, are asking if they can continue to create wallets. Yes, you can continue to create wallets, but in the past 1 month till date, many people are finding it difficult to create wallets. Many people are asking if the ability to create wallets have been stopped. Now let me explain it again. If you notice, so many people can't get onto the app anymore to mine. If you send an invitation now to a new person to join, he or she might not be able to have a new registration done. This is a way of actually stopping people or restricting people from joining the network so that you don't have too many of this coin in circulation. And they started this as soon as they noticed that we're getting close to the open mainnet. The more you restrict people, the more you stop people from joining the network, the more you restrict people from creating new wallets, the better chances of having the Pipecoin launch at a premium, right? There is no point you having one individual having 2 million of these coins. It will mean the Pipecoin will not have value at the point of launch. Do you understand my explaining? It will not have value at the point of launch. And again, there is a difference between the number you're seeing here. Can you see my screen? There's a difference between the number you're seeing here and what you should expect in your wallet. I've explained this a lot of times. When you see the number you mine here, it is not the same number you're going to find in your wallet, or it is not the same number that you will eventually have in your wallet, irrespective of KYC or not. Now, I'll take time to explain it before I go again, taking questions from the comment section. The number here represents the total amount of Pi that you have mined, and also the total amount of Pi that have been contributed by the members in your team. This number here represents that, and then this is the number, this is the, the people under you, that's your team, okay? Now this is how it's done. Once you're eligible to be migrated to Mainnet, the system will calculate this number here, will find out the exact number that you personally contributed during your mining sessions. Once that number is gotten, it will be deducted and migrated to your wallet. The system will now go ahead to check the balance of this number. How many of these people that is in your team, how many of them contributed what to this number? Once that calculation is done, among those people that have contributed to this number, the system will now go ahead to check which of them or how many of them have carried out their KYC, completed their KYC, and has been fully verified. Once that number is gotten, the amount of Pi they have contributed, I mean those that have completed and have their KYC verified, the amount of Pi they have contributed will now be taken and also moved to your wallet. It will now add up to what you personally contributed. The rest of it will remain showing on the screen here. It does not mean that the rest of it must go to your wallet during Mainnet. It only means that as much people in your team, as they pass their KYC, the calculations will be done all over again, and then the next migration phase, the number of those coins will be migrated alongside the ones you have contributed after the first migration. Migration is done in phases. I get questions asking me, oh, when is the next migration? Oh, how do I migrate my coin? Migration is done in phases, and migration is done automatically. You cannot do the migration yourself. The only thing you should do is to make sure that you have done all the process required for the migration to take effect. Then when the next migration comes, the coins that are eligible to move will move to your main wallet. All right? I hope that clears the air for that. Now, during the open mainnet, let me explain that thing clearly. During the open mainnet, something is going to happen. Those accounts that have been abandoned, those accounts that no longer participate in mining, those people who have lost their password to their accounts, cannot have access to their account, those people who cannot access their wallets, those people who cannot access generally to the Pi network wallets or mining app, the system is going to gather all these coins, it's going to gather all these accounts and delete them. Once they are deleted, the coin will bounce. In cryptocurrency, there's something called burning. This is a process where all these coins that are in those accounts, those failed accounts, those accounts that have been banned, those accounts that can't be recovered, those accounts that have been abandoned, all the coins that have been mined in those accounts will be returned to the mining pool, which means they'll be deleted from your accounts, or those accounts, sorry. So when they're deleted from those accounts, you will find that they are also subtracted from your main balance on your mining app. The main balance on your mining app, not the main balance from your wallet. Those coins will now be returned to the mining pool, giving you and every other person an opportunity to mine them all over again. And remember, mining them all over again now is determined by the rates, the mining rates. As you can see, I'm circling it, the mining rate that you see here. That's what I said. In the next few months, even after the mainnet launches, it's going to be very difficult to mine a single coin. So keep mining, be persistent, try as much as possible to gather enough of it as much as you can. The reason why I keep saying keep mining and encourage people to do that is just in case people under your team do not pass their KYC. Just in case people under your team are not able to migrate to the mainnet, at least you have the number of coins that you have personally contributed to yourself. So the number of coins that you have personally contributed to yourself will move to your wallet, and that is what you should celebrate about. All right, so keeping your hope or thinking that your team is going to actually push a lot of coins to your wallet might not be, fruitful. So concentrate on making sure that you are consistent. Concentrate on making sure that you're mining all the time, and that gives you the edge. All right. The next example, or sorry, the next advice I will give is I would like you guys to try as much as possible to see if you can get hold of lectures that teaches you what the cryptocurrency is. Cryptocurrency does not begin with Pi network, and cryptocurrency will not end with Pi network. Pi network is dynamic, and we need to understand the concept behind it. So if you really need to make money, if you are interested in actually making good money from Pi network, it is not by selling to one party or the other. The original concept is for it to be a barter system. The original concept is for it to represent people. You use that to be a barter system where you pay for goods and services and all that. But I can tell you that the real part of it that you can make money for yourself through Pi network and at the same time retain a lot of Pi coins, which has value in the future, is by getting involved in the cryptocurrency space in a proper way. Now, before I continue, I have somebody who asked some questions. Let me just take the questions before I continue. There's one here that says, mine never hit my wallet. I never stopped mining. Now, I don't understand that, but if you say it has not hit your wallet, I would say no and yes. Yes, it will definitely hit your wallet. Let me see if I can show you guys something. If I click on Mainnet here, there's a reason why I have this on the screen. It's not just for you guys to look at the numbers flowing. Now, let me tell you something. Let me explain this part of the screen. Can you guys see this part? Now, this part is simple. This here is the total number of coin that you see. Let me show you. That you see right here. Okay? Total number of coin that you see up here. That is what is represented right here. Okay? This plus the migrated coin gives you this total value up here. You can do the maths right here. You can pick up the calculator and do the maths. If you add up this figure here and add up this figure here, it will give you the total you see up here. It's as simple as that. Now, you have this as unverified amount of Picoin that has not been migrated. What you have in the middle here is the transferable. This transferable simply means that the amount of Picoin that you, as the owner of the account, being verified, you as the owner of the account that has carried out your KYC and you have passed your KYC, you have fulfilled all aspects in the checklist, and you are qualified to be on the mainnet. Whatever you have contributed is you are going to find it here. Let's look at this top one here. Let's forget about this top one. It has already been migrated to the wallet. Okay. Now, when you have this here, I'm just trying to attempt to Tony the question he asked. If you have this here and you have 0 over here, it simply means that you have not been migrated, it has not been transferred to your wallet. So if you're saying that it has not hit your wallet yet, yes, it is because you need to wait till the next phase of migration. It hasn't hit your wallet does not mean you can't find it in the transferable column. You will find it in the transferable column. So whatever you find here is what is going to hit your wallet. If it has hit your wallet, you're going to find it here. Okay? Now, when you open the wallet, unfortunately I can't do that on the system, but in the next live stream I'm going to bring up my phone and connect so that I'll try and see if I can even connect right now so I can show you the wallet. When you go to your wallet and you find this balance or you find this in your wallet, but it is not an available balance, it means it has been migrated to your wallet, but it has not been given access to you yet. So what do you need to do? You need to click on the button called migration. You will see the amount of coins that you can move to available balance. Moving your coins to available balance is not automatic. You need to do it. So once you click on migration, you will see that the number of coins that need to be moved to available balance. There are two things you will notice there. The first one is if the coins are locked, when you did your checklist, you must have done the lockup. So if you have locked up all this that is represented here, it means despite the fact that it is in your wallet, you cannot have access to it until the tenure that you have set during lockup expires. But if you're having another set of Picoins and you look beside it and you see the button called move, that's very sweet. When you see that button called move, all you need to do is click on the button called move, and that number of Picoin beside it will move to your available balance. Very simple. Okay? Very, very simple. But if you have locked up, there's another question that comes to me is, oh, I've locked up my Pi, or do I need to wait on the tenure, or can I adjust it, can I stop it? The answer is also very easy and simple. No, you cannot stop it. No, you cannot change it. Or yes, you can change it, but it will not take effect until the first tenure or the first period you set expires. So if you have set your lockup to expire in 2026, but then you have to wait till 2026 for you to do anything to it. All right? You have to wait till 2026 for you to do anything to it. But if you're thinking that now you're getting to open mainnet, you want to adjust the lockup so that you can open up in the next 2 hours or the next 2 weeks, you're joking. If you set a new lockup period for it, the system will record the new lockup you have set. But what the system is going to do is the system will wait until 2026 when the first setup you made expires. It will not activate the second setup. So be very careful not to set any other one unless you want to wait till eternity. A lot of you are busy setting lockups upon lockups, thinking that the new lockup you set up is going to modify the old lockup. But what you are just doing is you are adding up your lockup period. So if you have set up 3 years already, and now you want to adjust it and you set another 1 month, all you have just done is you have added 1 month to the 3 years. So why don't you just have patience until you get there? All right, you have patience until you get there. So this is about this. So I'll come back to this again to explain the unverifiable balance, transferable balance, migrated to mainnet. I will explain all that. I need to take on that question from someone. If you're just joining us, this is a live stream for us to get acquainted with what's going on. I will tell you to the open mainnet, how prepared we are, how prepared we are supposed to be, and what is the next step to take. So if you have any question or questions, just kindly keep popping up in, dropping them in the comment section, and we'll do something about it. Now, I have another question, a very, how will I put it? I like this statement. I like this question. It's an interesting one for me. It says, how real is the proposed value of pi at 314,159? Let me take a deep breath to answer this question. I'm going to block a lot of people's bubble. I'll probably disappoint a lot of people when I'm going to discuss this now. My take is this. There is no way on this planet that Pi Network will launch at $159 from the first day of launch. There is no way on green earth it's going to happen. It might get to that value, I don't know, but it's not going to be on the first day. If it takes it 20 years to get to that value, fine. If it takes it 6 months to get to that value, fine. But whatever that will make you get to that value all depends on the pioneers. All right? I made a video previously, I think about 3 years ago, when I explained and I got a value called 314. I know a lot of you are familiar with that value. I got a value of $314 that the Pi Network is going to launch with $314. Questions were thrown at me. A lot of people were asking me, how did I get the value? So I made a video explaining how I got the value 314. I gave analysis how I got that value. Now, how they got the value of 314,159 after I posted my value that went viral. I don't know how they got that figure. But I like to be on the side of caution. I also like to be on the side of reality. It is more realistic to me in my head that Pi Network will get to $314 in a short period than it is realistic in my head that Pi Network will launch at 314,159. Don't get me wrong, I would love it to launch at that price. If it can, we'll all be billionaires. But guess what? That's high inflation around the world. Okay? There are just few coins that launched at heavy amounts. There are coins that have launched at the day of launch. They launched with $600. There's a whole lot of coins like that. Okay? There are coins that have launched at $300 on the first day. So it's not impossible for any crypto token or any crypto coin to launch at a high price. But I've not seen any coin that on the day of launch launched with this massive value. But I've also come across a coin that has close to this value and higher than this value as well. It is not Bitcoin, but no one or most people are not talking about that coin. Most people don't know about that coin because that coin is tied to property investment. So it has all the reasons to be high. People who are investing in properties worth millions of dollars, billions of dollars are tied to that coin. So obviously the coin should command great value, should command great respect. And you have very few people owning those coins because once you own or buy into that cryptocurrency, it means that you have invested such amount of money in real estate. So another thing that gives tokens, crypto coins value is utility. That's why one of the reasons for Pi Network team, they have been fighting, struggling, making sure that the utilities for Pi Network ecosystem is available. If you don't have strong utilities, the price of that coin will plummet. It will take a nosedive very fast. You won't even imagine it. You wake up one morning, the coin is at $1.50, and the next 30 seconds it's at $0.0003. You'll be wondering why. There is no sustainability. There's no utility backing it up. So the project, the Pi Network project, has utility. But they want these utilities available, they want these utilities accessible. So when they launch, there's already ladders for us to climb. There's already a path, a road path for the value to acquire a good price. But because I've been listening, I've been differentiating between value and price. So the more we try to get up to this price, what about the value? So I'm not a fan of the 314,159, but I can assure you I'm a fan of the 314. I created it. I actually assumed we were going to get to that price. So I made a video about it. If you check on my channel in the playlist folder for Pi, you'll find the video there. I can as well take time to explain it here and tell you guys or give you analysis of how I got that price. But I need to take some other questions. So I like this. So your question, I think I've answered it. I don't know if it's going to hold water. I don't believe it will hold water, and I don't think it's going to happen on the launch date. But it's going to happen later in the future. It's going to happen in the next 10, 15, 20 years. Yes, it might happen, but from the launch date, I don't think so. I don't believe it. All right? I don't believe it at all. All right, so I'm going to take the next question. It says, oh, somebody is asking me a very good question. Is this live? Yes, Christian Banda, this is live. It's a live show. If you need to, it's a live stream actually. So we're live on YouTube. We're live on Basic Knowledge channel. So we're taking questions, we're giving solutions or answers, and we're also talking about how we're going to move forward in the Pi Network ecosystem. Okay. But the next question I have here says, so will second migration go to old locked? Okay, I'm thinking old lockup, all right? Okay, this is how it works. The first migration has happened. It happened, I think, a year and a half ago. It happened a year and a half ago. And I believe that the second migration is going to come up probably before the open mainnet, or immediately after the open mainnet. There's going to be a migration. Remember also that the migration is going to take, it's going to come slowly because they need to slow down the number of coins in circulation. I keep saying that because the number of coins in circulation will command the value, which in turn will give us the price we're looking for. If we pump in a whole lot of coins into circulation or leave these coins in the hands of people, there's going to be something called the meltdown. Once the Pi Network launches, a lot of people are going to dump the coin. And once that dump happens, the price will take a nosedive. So in order to stop that from happening, not really stop it, but in order to just reduce the effect of that nosedive, the lockup system was put in place to reduce the number of coins in our hands. The mining rate was introduced to reduce the mining rate so we want to get to the endpoint on time. Every crypto coin has a lifespan. The number or the total number of coins that can be mined. So it's not going to be profitable for all of us, 60 million people plus, to quickly mine the coin in total in a short period of 5 to 7 years. It doesn't make sense anymore. There won't be any excitement to own the coin. There won't be any need to look for the coin. But if there is scarcity introduced, if there is a limited number of this coin in circulation, then it will command value, which will in turn give a good price. Hope you guys understand that value and price here that I've been explaining, they're quite different. Okay? So the second migration is going to happen, but don't expect it so fast. The reason is just simple. From everything I've explained, we need to stop, too much circulation of place and all that. So it's going to happen, but don't expect it to be too fast. Danny boy, you're also asking when. I've answered it now. It either happens before the open mainnet or immediately after the open mainnet. Now, if you don't see it happen immediately after the open mainnet, just bear in mind that basic knowledge has said it that they're going to hold on to it so as to reduce the number of coins in circulation. It's not a bad thing. The number of coins in circulation reduced, meaning there's value, and when there's value, there's good price. Alright, so it's not a bad thing. That's why I keep saying that whatever you're holding on to now, hold on to it tight. Don't say, look, I need to buy this, or I want to buy this, or I need money quickly, or I'm in debt, so I want to sell off my coin. You can, I don't know, but there's a rule that says do not sell. Alright, do not sell or exchange directly for fiat currencies. Fiat currencies means USDT, or dollar, pounds, any of the currencies. Alright, so the best part is to actually hold on to this. There's still a whole lot more that you can do with the Bitcoin. If you listen carefully to the announcement that Nicholas made 2 days ago, which is you can find it on my channel, he said that a whole lot can be done after Mainnet. Let me put in, the possibilities are endless. There's a whole lot you need to understand. It's not just I want to sell. This is not a shit coin. This is not hamster. Alright, that you just quickly sell to have money at hand. A whole lot is possible with this coin. So don't be in the shoe where you sell up your coin at $10 because you quickly need money. And then when you now see these possibilities being introduced and you see the value coming up after 3 weeks or 1 month you have sold your coin, you now want to get back into the coin. Guess what? You can't mine so fast anymore, so you don't have enough in your wallet. Even if you have enough in your wallet, it's being held up or locked up, or it has not been migrated or migrated to your wallet because of the face. Now, if you need to get back into the game, it means you need to now buy the coin to get involved in those possibilities. So by the time you need to buy this coin to get involved in those possibilities, what if at that time the price of one Bitcoin is $1,000? Can you get back in the game? Obviously not, unless you have the money to do that. So you're selling at $10 and then you have, after 3 weeks or 1 month, you have the price at $600. Can you get back in the game? On my Telegram group, there were some questions that was asked when I was talking about how Mr. A is going to make more money from Mr. B. That's Mr. A has 100 Pi, Mr. B has 100 Pi. But after the launch of the Pi network, Mr. A sold his side of the Pi, 100 of it, and probably made $1,000. But Mr. B sold just 20 of this 100 coin, made $60,000, and still has 80 Pi. I explained to them in my Telegram group how this is possible, how this will be possible after the open mainnet. And believe me, that is what I'm looking forward to. That is the area I've been asking, are you prepared to get into? So I'm not going to get into the area where I need to sell the entire 100 coins just to make $1,000 or $20,000. But I'll be on the area or on the group or the group of people who are going to have the value of the coin in my wallet over $300,000 and also have some substantial amount of coins in my wallet, have good value, of USDT in my pocket. So I'm going to make money off it. I'm going to still retain some of my coins, and I'm still going to be looking at the future and how I'm going to trade those things to make more money and get back without me losing so much. So I'm not going to start explaining all that. There's a mechanism put in place for that to happen. There is a technique for you to get involved for that to happen. I explained on my Telegram group. You can join the Telegram group. I'm going to put the link, but you can find the link everywhere on my channel. I've explained that, and there's something I'm also going to keep doing because a lot of them in the group have asked me that they need to follow that path. So I said, okay, it's not for everybody to know because a lot of people abuse it. A lot of people do not understand how it works. So I'm going to segment them, put them in a separate group. For those who have subscribed to my premium channel, my premium membership on this channel, we also participate in it. For those also who have subscribed for the premium package on my Telegram channel, I don't charge anything when it comes to giving information on my channel. But I'm going to put some people as special members because those are the people who are willing to risk it. Those people who are willing to multiply their Pi coins. Those people are willing to make more money while they still have possession of the Pi coin. So when I have those people on board, we'll start looking at the technical aspect of it. We'll start looking at the mechanism and we'll get prepared and start waiting for the mainnet. I can tell you and assure you that immediately the Pi network launch, let's assume it launch on a Monday, 8 a.m. Before 5 hours from that launch, a lot of millionaires would have emerged. So the big question is, are you going to be part of those people who will become those millionaires? Or are you going to just wait to sell your Pi coin to put some pennies or hundreds or thousands of dollars in your pocket? Or are you going to be on that train that will produce those millionaires? So that's why I'm creating that group. That's why those people in that group, we're going to bring out that method to follow that train. Okay? So this person said, I'll be happy if one of my 18 support requests will get a reply. I don't understand. Okay, let me get this. You have sent support requests or you've sent email to the official email on the website for support and nobody's replying you. That's what I get from this question. See, I have mentioned it several times and I will say it again. These guys are busy. So many of them are, and some of these requests, some of these support tickets have not been replied to. Most times when the support tickets that you open on the website or send emails to them, when they get to them, they do not attend to them individually. Rather, they use the questions that people ask through these support tickets opened to better the system, to make adjustments on the app, to give updates on the app. So, in other words, they're not replying you or replying your email directly. It's not a question. They might have replied you, but instead of replying you directly, because you're not the only person facing the same problem, you're not the only person who has asked the same question. So instead of replying you individually, they simply make that correction on the app and put it out as an update. So when you update your app, you'll be able to see that the struggle or the challenge that you're seeing on your app has a solution already. So I would say, go to your Apple Store or Google Play Store to see if there's an update to your Pi network mining app. Remember, there are two apps here: the Pi network mining app and the Pi network browser app. Two different apps. So go each time, just go around the Apple Store or the Google Play Store to see if there are updates. If there are updates, quickly update your apps. Alright, so sending tickets or writing to support might not give you the answer you need on time because you are not the only person that will probably ask that same question, maybe in a different manner, but the same question in a short period. So they gather this information together and they make updates. All right. So the next question I have here says, please, how do I unlock my Lockup? I can't wait till the state date. Is it? I attended to this question earlier when I was talking. Unfortunately, Glory G, unfortunately, you have to wait. You're the one that set it up. 2-3 years ago, when I did a video concerning the Lockup, I stated there that try as much as possible to probably lock up 25% for 1 year, just to test the waters and see how it is. But a lot of people out of greed, out of saying, okay, if we lock up 100% for 3 or 5 years, we're going to get maximum profit, they took that option. Now, those people are coming back now to ask, how do I unlock? You can't unlock it. The funny thing is that you lock it up not on the app per se, but on the blockchain. So how do you lock it up when you have when you have already locked it up on the blockchain? So my dear DOD, there is no way you can unlock it. The only way is for you to wait till that time. And if you go back to the setting to try and change the dates or the tenure and the percentage of lockup, what you are simply doing is you are adding another date to the previous one. So there's something that's called back-to-back that's going to happen, which means when the first date you've locked up, selected, gets expired, the new one that you have just set yesterday will kick off immediately. So you might not even see your coin at all. You might not even get to hold it at all. So be very careful, be technical about it. Check around before you take action. Okay. Still on Glory G, she says, if I reduce the configuration lockup, will the second migration go to the old? It's the same thing. I just explained it now. If you do that, what it simply means that you have just initiated a fresh lockup period, which will be added to the old one. It will not cancel the old one. It will not reduce the old one. It will not have any effects to the old one, but rather it will just create a new, a new lockup period and add it up. So be very careful what you do, okay? Now someone says, probably you are saying important information, but your microphone is really bad and we can't hear anything from you. Okay, I asked this question when I started. I said, can you guys hear me? And a lot of you said yes. Okay, so I think it has everything to do with where you are or who is listening to me. All right, so for that, we're going to skip. Now, I plan for this session to be a 1 hour session, and we've already done 1 hour. So I'm going to log out, and I'm going to have the same live stream again or another session very soon. And I say join me so that we can take more topics, more questions, and resolve some of these issues that we are all having on our app. So thank you. Okay, let me take this last question before I go. I just have like 3 minutes to go. Someone says, what happens when you lose your phone number? Will it affect the next migration phase? Okay, if I understand this question correctly, nothing happens if you lose your phone number. The most important thing is not the phone number. The most important thing is the phone. So if you're asking what happens when you lose the phone, or the phone number, I don't know which one you're asking. But this is the answer to your question. Whatever you have set is operational at the back end. So you lose your phone or you lose your phone number does not affect what is operational at the back end. Whether the phone is with you or not, once that date gets there, it will definitely migrate to the wallet. All right. I hope that answered your question. This is the end of this live stream. I'll be seeing you guys in the next live stream. I hope you guys will join me. Thank you very much for everybody who contributed, everybody who sent in their questions, and we'll have a better broadcast the next time. Thank you. Keep mining.